50 years old me will probably tell me that I'm adorable when looking at the things that worry me at the moment. I know this because 40 years old me is now reviewing every single thing that I've done over the last 20 years and also thinking, oh my God, I used to worry about all these things. I used to think that this would matter forever, that I will never forget this, that it was really hard and that I will always end up in the same hardship. And now I'm like, what are you talking about? Like all the things I used to worry about when I was way younger, they are gone right now. I had enough experiences to prove to myself that I'm capable and that I can figure things out. And that's something that I'm trying to step even further in my old age and trying to operate from a way older version of me, because I think this is really helpful sometimes to zoom out on you out of your current problems and think, okay, in 10 years I will probably, this thing that I'm focusing about right now will probably not even exist. It would have maybe worked out, or now it's actually a good story that I can share. And yeah, there are things I'm worrying about at the moment. For instance, like yesterday I was worrying about this YouTube video because I was so tired I could not record the video and I missed one day of my 80 days challenge and I was feeling guilty about it. And I was like, you know what, maybe it's not something I should be worrying, that maybe that's not the end of the world. Same thing worrying about if people are going to watch this video or if the content is good enough. All these things, in the future, I would have done hundreds of them. I would have done some massive flops, but hopefully the future videos will be way better. And I would have regretted not do this journey, do this progress, and see myself grow through the creative challenge I gave myself. So it's like sometimes zooming out, it's like, no, don't worry. Yesterday you missed one video. It's okay. Nothing happened. Same thing. I worried at the moment about finding a job and obviously helping myself with my finances. And at the moment it's like, okay, I just hope that I'm going to find something that pays well, that is not too boring, with a team that is nice. And the future me would have already found a job, maybe already been another job, maybe having another business on the side. So there would have been already some more movement there that would make this current situation is just actually just one step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be right. It would be the next step, and then if it doesn't work, I'll take a next step. Other things I'm worried about right now, and that have been recent, is like how to recover from trauma and from burnouts. And I've been, to heartbreak in the recent years, and current me is quite worried that this is my permanent state, that I'm fragile and that I was to have to pay attention to all these things. But future me will probably say, hey, you've already survived all this hard stuff. You learn so much. You know how to take care of yourself, how to advocate for yourself, how to handle grief, and how to give yourself the space and grace to process hard emotions and hard situations. And because you've done it so much already, you will be able to do it again and way faster, and things will stop impacting you as much. I'm also like, I did a video recently saying that I'm 40 and purposeless, or I don't have my life all figured out right now. And it's absolutely true. And it's something that, it's like, I'm kind of okay with it, but there is still part of my brain that is like, hey, maybe we need to start being a little bit more intentional there. But future me will be either it would have been figured out because what I'm actually doing right now is just the building block and I'm gonna see the full puzzle soon. Or 50 years old me will still be building a different life, still figuring things out, and therefore it's just who I'm meant to be. And yeah, that helps sometimes, to look at it from this perspective. And same thing with relationship. That's something that I really want to work on. And right now, I can say I'm a bit worried because the quality of people I have in my life is not that developed, or the number of people even. And future me is like, you're going to be the boundary queen. You're going to be somebody who is so authentic, and it's so obvious for people who you are that you would have already all the work that you've done in the last few years is just going to start giving you rewards, and you just don't see it yet because you're not yet, but it's coming, it's on the way. And yeah, 50 years old me will be like, at 50 I will probably still feel like I'm good in myself, like not really care about what people think, even more than what I'm starting to do right now. So yeah, 50 years old me is like, whatever, what are you talking about? Mm-mm. I know me, this is who I am, deal with it. And don't bother me if you don't like me, just move along. So yeah, all these things, some of these worries, I can feel them right now. I know that they occupy my thoughts, and that sometimes they are putting me down a little bit. But if I try to use the approach of at 40, I'm laughing about the worries I had at 25. Then at 50, I'm going to laugh at the worries I have right now. Then it means that all these things are not that big, not that big of an issue. They're just things I have to go through to learn something, and just the experiences that life is sending me. And I'm sure that there are going to be plenty of, of things that I will worry about, and I will figure them out, and that will make great stories, or it will teach me amazing skills that I can just use to make my life better. And I'm sure that 50 years old me will still have worries, and that my 60 years old me will probably be laughing at, etc., until I pass along. So yeah, it's just a reminder for me today, and for you as well, if you're watching this video, that um, sometimes it's good to zoom out and think from the future, and give yourself, imagine talking to your future self, and they will tell you, of course you will survive. Of course it will change. Of course you will learn. Of course you will navigate this. Of course things are going to be okay. At the end of the day, you are going to be able to have a great life. And it's just that you are in the process, but you don't see where it's leading yet. You don't see the full picture. You don't see how all the things that are happening to you, good or bad, are actually building themselves towards a bigger puzzle. And it's coming, it's coming. You're gonna see it more, and you're gonna see it faster as you grow older anyway. So yeah, this is my own pet talk for myself a little bit today. And just be able to zoom out like this, I think, is a gift. So I'm trying to do that more often, and trying to not stay in my head if anything is bothering me, and just take a step back and think, oh my God, imagine just in 1 year how I'm going to feel about it. And if it's like something I would say, oh, I will have forgotten, then it's not that important. If I can say, okay, probably it will still sting a little bit, then it's something where I know I can put more effort towards dealing with it. But at the end of the day, I will always be okay, because even the very hard stuff in my life, I forget, or I recover, or it doesn't take as much weight as it used to do. So yeah, I'm just fine. You will be fine too in life as well. Just don't forget that, the things will compound, and you will see the bigger picture. And yeah, if you don't know me, you're new to this channel, my name is Chloe, and I'm doing a daily videos until I turn 40s, which is in 37 days. And yeah, I talk about everything I learned, unlearned from the last few years, and what I want to bring with me as I'm moving toward the 40s, and what I want to leave behind as well. So hopefully I would like to leave most of the worries where they belong, which is in the past, or at least outside of my head. And yeah, so if that's interesting for you, you can subscribe to the channel down below, and I see you tomorrow for another video.